Phillip Rivers announced his retirement as a Charger. Almost incredibly, extraordinarily so. I cannot believe that it's been 5 years since he played his last game. Here's just a little misty, dusty snippet.
Thankful for those 16 years and for entrusting me to be the quarterback. And certainly never took it for granted.
Come on, keep fighting. Just keep fighting.
Never took it for granted. Getting to suit up and lead the Chargers for 240-something games in a row. Goes fast. All right, let's take a break on that. Whew. Golly.
Golly is right. No secret that he's been one of my favorite players. Chiefs fans, calm down. Everyone, one of my favorite players. For the gollies, and like I could not pass a Fuddruckers when I was younger and not think of Phillip Rivers and how he would say that. Like that's just like the way he articulated himself. There's a mic'd up Phillip Rivers hates to see me coming because I'm watching it, wearing out the tape. It's a million times over and over. I could recite the things. He needs a role in a booth somewhere. He needs a role on a set whenever he finishes doing what he loves best, which is hanging out and rearing children and raising a great family. Congratulations, Phillip, on your retirement, on everything that's going on. Incredible tribute. And by the way, I'd like to see that number 17 retired soon as well. So much that I'm putting it in song. By the way, Phillip, this is the argument back at the bars, 5 o'clock somewhere. Is Phillip Rivers a Hall of Famer? He is eligible for this upcoming Hall of Fame class. I know he's probably not getting in on the first ballot, and that's probably going to be okay, and I don't think very hotly debated for first ballot, but when it comes to him being a Hall of Famer, this is going to drag on a little bit. He never won a ring. Get that. I don't know, though, Margot, how you look at his accomplishments and tell me he doesn't deserve to get in at some point. The man, take a look. Top 10 all-time in wins, 6th in yards, touchdowns, the efficiency stats like yards per attempt. He has more fourth quarter comeback wins than Joe Montana and Brett Favre, 12 seasons with 4,000 yards. Only Peyton and Tommy have more. One of the greatest competitors, leaders, talkers, flat-out football players, toughest, all the things that I've gotten to sort of witness in my lifetime. He's a favorite. He's just a favorite. And rings are important. And the Hall of Fame is sacred. But the ring shouldn't be the end all be all at the quarterback spot, in my opinion. The lack of one shouldn't completely erase a guy's accomplishments and their campaign and their bid towards being in. I don't believe that. Again, I'm not saying first ballot. I am not saying he should get in the next 2-3 years, but at some point, Phillip, based on what we just saw, has got to be in. Let's have a serious conversation here. And I just feel like over time, and I'm so curious to ask our guest today, Hall of Famer Ward Moon, about this, we've really started to put the Lombardi emphasis in a place that might just like weighed too much or something. Or isn't it? You guys tell me how you feel. We've seen back when I liked how things were going, the Dan Fouts, right? The Jim Kellys, the Dan Marinos, the Tarkenton, all, Warren Moon get in without a ring. So now this like doesn't have a ring. When did this happen? Is it because the competition level has changed, or what's changed here? You cannot have the career that Phillip Rivers had and played an elite level for that long and not get in. He should be the 6 right after Fran. Okay. I get some of the other arguments, but kind of not. It's just the ring thing. And Hamilton, I guess, we'll take a break here. We've got Robert Mays coming up. Please subscribe to YouTube. You guys can check out our hilarious hijinks in the breaks. Robert Mays on after this. Warren Moon on the way. I always liked when we would talk about this stuff, Matt. Like in New York on Good Morning Football, because it was like always talked about a lot, just all the things.
Yeah.
3-hour-a-day show. Just like there was it might have been Peter, it might have been Kyle. One of them, their gauge for the Hall of Fame is, can you write the history of the NFL without them?
Yeah.
Like, can you, and you can, and so that would be an argument, I think, potentially maybe against Philip.
Yeah, but I think when you look at too, like you can't the record books, like you can't look at those record
Yeah.
books at the quarterback position without seeing his name in there. And again, yes, because there might not have been the iconic moments on the biggest of stages, you can make that argument, but I mean, you play that well for that long. It's really hard to keep a guy out. And I think he's also again, yeah, and you can make the argument you should have beaten Tom Brady or Peyton Manning one of these times and gotten there, but he did also happen to be playing in the same era as two of the top four quarterbacks to ever play the game and had to run into them in the AFC every year. And people might make the argument, well, Big Ben did too, and he won a couple Super Bowls, but he also had the number one defense in the league for 6 years at his back. So there's that side of it too.
He's got to get in. I think the idea that like, absolutely, again, it's a hard conversation to have on social media because I might not know pickleball rules, but I understand first ballot and I understand the process and it's not, I wouldn't even expect a casual fan to know about it or like a fan at all, but like, then don't tweet about it because it's a little more, but there's a nuance to it. And like, obviously Warren's the right person to talk about, and I'm not coming to it from a place of not, but it's been beaten into my head by the NFL itself for 6 years. And then through the Hall of Famers that come on our show and talk about the process and the Hall of Famers who get snubbed and have to wait, like the Jared Allens, and you know, like the Hesters, of the world. And we have a lot of Hall of Famers pop by our show, want to talk about stuff like that. So it's definitely, the first ballot thing I will not get. One of my life lessons is never get in a debate about first ballot with anyone.
Because people just don't get it. Yeah.
We sound awful. We sound condescending today. I don't like this vibe, but it's kind of true with this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're right. And Philip it's going to be a process. It's going to take a while probably, but you know, as it probably should, again, the first ballot should be reserved for those top of the top.